NBC's. I'm your host, Kelly the Human. And today, this video, the third one I'm recording today, but I intend to release maybe a few days later. Just give like the last two some time to, because who knows how many videos I can release in one day. I could probably release as much as I want, but I don't know. For this one, I just want to give it a minute, to cook. Trying to think of what I was going to say next, but oh well. Oh, while I was at work the other day, while I was at work, I would say like at least like a couple days ago. I don't know. It was the day the trailer released, but I was at work. I saw it pop up, and when it came time for my lunch, that's when I finally put in my little earbuds and I just listened. I just watched the new trailer. 'Cause it's like I watched the official trailer for Avengers Doomsday, and today I am gonna be putting my thoughts down on that trailer. I'm not like I'm not gonna be like other YouTubers where they have like the little trailer here right beside them when they're watching it as it goes. Because one, I've already watched it, and two, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. And plus, I also don't want to get in trouble by accident if I do something messed. If I do something I don't know, I don't know. But because there are a couple things I have thoughts on. Well, first of all, I'm definitely excited for this film. I am excited because we finally get Doomsday, and hopefully a more accurate portrayal of him. More live action accurate portrayal of him. And I don't know. But at the same time, I am also very hesitant about this film. Very hesitant. Because you got the whole mess of movies that came before it were like barely connected. Because they're just fixing it up after having failed with the Kang storyline, which I was really looking forward to. I was very much looking forward to the Kang dynasty. But when that one when that one kicked the bucket, um, they announced Doomsday, and that they would be bringing in Doctor Doom as the primary villain of this film. But I am still very hesitant on it because you got this like enormous list of characters, returning characters. This enormous list, and at the same time, you're also bringing back characters of old. Like, like how many characters can you fit into one movie? How many characters can you fit into one movie? From what I've heard, like the runtime is going to be under 3 hours. So like hopefully it's good. Like each character gets their own screen time. Each character gets a good amount of screen time that so that way like none of them are in the background too much. At least like a fair amount for each one. But like there's so many. Um yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to RDJ, Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom, his portrayal. But also as fun as as interesting as a storyline as it would be for the characters of the past MCU to see his face, as interesting as a storyline that is, I feel like it's probably best not to do it. Because then the story is going to be more focused on them, like, thinking that it's like, hey, is that actually Iron Man? What happened to Iron Man? What happened to Tony? Why is he all of a sudden so evil? But, eh, as interesting as it would be, I feel like it's probably best not to do it. At least, maybe not in front of the characters, not in front of our heroes. Maybe have it like where he's like in his own room, and he's like, we get like maybe like a quick side shot or something, like from the camera from the side, and it shows like his face before he puts the mask on. Maybe that. And also, like another way that might be able to fix it, like if it as if they had like a scarred face, so like his face is completely unrecognizable from Tony's. Those might be the only two options I can think of at the moment about. I can figure out what I was gonna say. But hearing his voice in the beginning of the video is definitely chilling and exciting. I'm looking forward to him. Trying to figure out which one should I say next. Which point should I go over next? For the record, I did not write any of this down. Mainly because like it just happens like I want to do it now while some of these ideas are fresh in my head. I probably should have written them down as well. But oh well. Here we are. Shang-Chi versus Gambit. That is going to be an interesting fight, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. I think it's going to be really interesting to see like these two characters go at it. And as a lot of people on the internet have pointed out, Gambit's going to make another name for himself. He better make a name for himself. That was a horrible French accent. I can't. I took 4 years of French in high school, and I remember very little. Bonjour, mes amis. Je m'appelle Kelly. Et toi? Bibliothèque. Très bien. Oui, oui. Ah, that's all I can remember at the moment. Nope. S'il vous plaît, for like the more like adult version, and then there's s'il te plaît, which is like for kids. S'il te plaît and s'il vous plaît are both please. And that's probably about as much as I remember. But that's not what this video is about. It's not about me trying to remember what I learned in French class, which was very fun. Let's see. I guess I'll just go for this one next. Is a theory I have. I have a theory because like the next Avengers film is gonna be Secret Wars, which is like I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never read the comics, but I really do want to. But assuming that it's gonna be like from what I heard about like Battle World, where it's gonna be like all that something. So in the trailer, Patrick Stewart's Xavier sees like something outside the window, like a giant orange light or something. And Doctor Doom in his narration states that like something is coming, something big. I forgot exactly what he said, but my theory is that he goes to the heroes to warn them of the oncoming incursion or something. I forgot what it was called. The oncoming threat. But like due to the Fantastic Four knowing Doom, the our heroes, our giant pile of heroes, are not exactly gonna take his warning to heart. Like they might not take his warning to heart, which is like what kicks off the fight of it with Doom. You know, it's like Doom comes in to try and warn them, let save the day, to warn the heroes and save the day. But the heroes don't take it well intentioned, and you know that the Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, New Avengers, you name it, versus Doom. It is sad that we don't get to see a Shang-Chi again like before this, because man, that film was so good. Let's see, what else do I want to say about this one? What else do I want to say? I guess maybe it's exciting to see like comic accurate X-Men costumes, especially for Cyclops, who got wasted in the last stand, who just like got killed off like that. It's like, wow, he did not last. He did not last in the last stand. So it is great to see him return and also get a comic accurate suit, which is gonna be exciting. I don't know what else to say. Uh, like I said, I'm very hesitant about this. I'm excited, but I'm very hesitant. You got characters, all these characters coming together onto the big screen for the first time. So like, yeah, you're definitely gonna need a good runtime for it. You're definitely gonna need a good runtime to make sure to tell a good story and like. Oh, that just reminds me. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Long runtime, good story. Hopefully, something I just remembered. So I was discussing like some of these ideas with my friend at work as well. Something I'm also like very worried about, very hesitant, is how true are the scenes in the trailer going to be? So you know how in some like previous trailers, like Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War, Endgame. I want to say also like Doctor Strange, and then like maybe the Spider-Man ones. So like how in those trailers like there's like scenes in those trailers that look very cool, very epic, but do not appear anywhere throughout the film in the actual theatrical release. So like how like some scenes were maybe just made for the trailer. You know how like some Marvel trailers are notorious for that. What I'm curious about is how many of these scenes in the Avengers Doomsday official trailer are going to be in the theatrical release? How many of them are going to be there? How many of those scenes are going to be real? Or like the official completely done like scenes, but like edited and everything? And how many of them are going to be changed last minute to a new scene or just like completely cut from the movie in general? Man, my thigh is very itchy today. That's what I'm worried about as well, because Marvel trailers are notorious for doing that. For like having scenes in the trailer that don't appear in the final cut. That is what I'm worried about. I guess that's all of I'm gonna say for now, because I can't exactly think of anything else. Ooh, I just actually realized. So with Namor and the Fantastic Four gonna be in this film, I wonder if we're gonna get the Namor and Sue Storm plotline in this film. At least like where Namor tries to, flirt with Sue Storm. Because I watched it happen because like it was in like the original Fantastic Four cartoon. I watched that storyline was fun. I wonder if they're gonna at least like attempt it or at least reference it in this film. Yeah, I guess for now that's just all I got. My thoughts for now. But see you in the next video. Um, how should I close this off? Oh well. Thank you for coming and listening to my thoughts and theories, and what else, whatever, what have you. And see you in the next video. Or hopefully I will start my next review of The Mummy, the 2017 Mummy with Tom Cruise. But for now, bye besties!